up. And overall, I see a lot of things out there that government does that are really in a mediocre way. And there's a lot of solutions that I see that government can do things better. For example, regarding the family fares, I think the real solution there is to simply say that to allow older children to ride free on weekends with their parents when there is plenty of capacity. And also really look to expanding the youth pass programs by funding that by getting some access to the state pupil transportation funding that right now is arbitrarily restricted to yellow school buses. A district can't say, hey, I want to partner with a transit company and have them take my students to school and also take the seniors to the lunch site or whatever. This is not really a good time for a rider-oriented hearing, and that there really needs to be a riders advisory panel who could hold a riders-oriented public hearing and also provide suggestions and feedback to you. And I think that's really missing. You know, you may cover the business aspect of the organization, but there is also a service aspect. The only thing really public hearing that I know of before this was a Transit on Tap event, which while it was nice, it was sold out. It was overfull. And I also like to remind everybody that Trimet tried a advanced fare system in the 1980s, a self-service fare collection, and it was a failure. The equipment broke down, the process broke down. Also, with the Globe Sherpa app, a lot of people have issues with it. It's a great idea, and I want to thank you for being innovative and doing it, but it's buggy, it's slow. One thing you really need to aim for is being able to reload these cards at any business that wants to, any corner store, any restaurant, because all a business needs to do is, number one, do a payment transaction, number two, get on the fare payment website and mark fares as added to the rider's account, and number three, in turn pay Trimet minus a commission. This is not like Orca or other cards where it's proprietary and you'd have to have this big giant ticket machine at a corner store to load your card. I think it is kind of an affront that Plaid Pantry is not going to be a reload point, while 7-Elevens are. And a mile is really way too far to walk, to just be able to get on the bus, to be able to pay to get on the bus. And overall, I think we need to, I'll wrap it up by saying, I think we need to really push for eliminating cash fares. They are an invitation to fare disputes, to fare evasion, and it's a really stressful thing for the operator to have to sell fares, the conflict there. And lastly, distance-based fares. I really would like to wish we would have implemented backdoor readers on the buses so you could have distance-based fares. Electronic fares would be a simple way to implement those because you'd have to tap off. And bottom line is, should not take the same amount of fare to get from Hillsborough way to Gresham as it is just go down the street, say a mile to the grocery store or whatever. The ability to use your phone or use any other bank card needs to be available at the start. The cards should really be a backup system. We should really try to conforming the user interface to the user, if you will, and making it so they are, if at all possible, using the existing cards they already have. If you have an employer pass or a college pass, you should be able to simply add that onto your account and add that onto your phone, which would be registered to your account, and use your phone as your fare, even if you have, that kind of passes. And I think I'll end it there.
All right.